In the early 19th century, the world was a different place, a land of myths, heroes, and legends. The most extraordinary among them was King Kong, a colossal ape with unparalleled strength and courage. His presence was both feared and revered, and his allegiance to the American cause became a turning point in history. The year was 1814, and the War of 1812 was in full stride. The British forces had captured Pensacola, using it as a strategic base to launch attacks against American positions. General Andrew Jackson, a fiery and determined leader, saw the capture of Pensacola as essential to weakening British influence in the region. His strategy, however, was far from conventional. It involved a giant warrior unlike any the world had ever seen. Word spread quickly of the giant ape dressed in a suit of armor, wielding an enormous club and fighting alongside American troops. Jackson knew that the mere sight of King Kong would instill terror in the hearts of the enemy and inspire his own men to unprecedented feats of bravery. The Battle of Pensacola began on November 7, 1814. Jackson led a force of 3,000 men, composed of regular soldiers, militia, and volunteers. As they approached the Spanish fortifications, the skies darkened, and the ground began to tremble. King Kong emerged from the forest, his footsteps echoing like thunder. His armor gleamed in the dim light, and his eyes burned with a fierce determination. The British and their Spanish allies were taken aback at the sight of the towering giant. Some men fled in terror, unable to grasp the reality of what they were witnessing. But Jackson's forces pressed on, using the chaos to their advantage. Kong swung his colossal club with precision, breaking through enemy lines and clearing a path for the American troops. Despite their initial shock, the British and Spanish put up a fierce resistance, their cannons firing relentlessly. Bullets and shrapnel bounced off Kong's armor, but even he was not impervious to harm. His roars echoed across the battlefield, shaking the very foundations of the earth. Jackson, riding alongside his infantry, directed his men with an intensity that matched Kong's unyielding will. The battle raged on for hours, each side refusing to yield. Kong's presence galvanized the American troops, who fought with a renewed vigor. Slowly but surely, they gained ground, pushing the enemy back. As the sun began to set, the tide of battle turned decisively in favor of the Americans. Kong, battered but unbeaten, led the final charge against the main fort. The walls crumbled under his might, and the remaining defenders either surrendered or fled. Jackson's forces secured Pensacola, dealing a significant blow to British ambitions in the region. The victory at Pensacola was not just a military triumph. It became a legend, a tale of unparalleled bravery and an indomitable will. King Kong, the giant warrior in armor, became a symbol of American strength and determination. Though he disappeared into the annals of history, his legacy endured, a testament to the extraordinary power of courage and unity in the face of adversity.